Hi everyone, my name is Pa Lor and I'm the Financial Coaching Coordinator here at Twin Cities Habitat. Today we'll be talking about collections, charge-offs, and judgments, understanding what they are, why they're important, and how to get them resolved. So collections, charge-offs, and judgments are all referring to derogatory debt, so all negative types of debt. And they can have a significant impact on your credit, but also your ability to purchase a home. So what are all of these terms and all of these things? Collections usually are referring to unpaid debts that have been forwarded to a lender's collections department or maybe sold to an outside agency. Charge-offs are usually debts that can't be collected by the company, by the creditor that you owe that money to, and they're usually written off by that company, that creditor, as a loss on their statements. So this usually happens after about 180 days of no payment or 120 days of the account being delinquent or late. Even though it's written off as a loss on the company's statements, it doesn't mean that the debt is forgiven, and it will still show up in your credit report and stay there for up to 7 years. I like to kind of refer to this type of debt as kind of the dormant debt, because lenders could still sell this charge-off to collections companies who may then try to pursue you to collect that debt. And then judgments. Judgments are usually the result of a court order as a result of a decision in a lawsuit. So judgments usually allow a debt collector to have much stronger tools to collect that debt from you, and they can include things like wage or bank garnishments, or even putting a lien on property that you own. So in order for a judgment to be taken against you, the creditor has to take you to court, and if you don't respond to those summons, or if you lose that case, then the court will issue a judgment in favor of the creditor or the collection agency. So with both collections, charge-offs, and judgments, that information is out there and it is associated with you, so it's important to know how to find that. Collections and charge-off accounts can be found on your credit report, and if you don't have a copy or if you don't know what's reported on your credit report, you can get a free copy at annualcreditreport.com from each of the credit bureaus. You can request a free copy once every 12 months from each of the 3 credit bureaus. For judgments, those are public information that can be found by accessing court records and just doing a name search. So you can go to the state court website and just type in, search for judgments, and just type in your name in there and see what pops up. So not only do collections, charge-offs, and judgments impact your credit score, and have a really negative impact on it, but they also affect your ability to be successfully approved for a mortgage. How? A lot of lenders will require that you pay off all of these types of debt in full in order to qualify for a mortgage. Other lenders may have some flexibility and allow you to carry a small amount of derogatory debt and still qualify for that mortgage. So for example, with Twin Cities Habitat for Humanity Lending Inc.'s product, our subsidiary, the mortgage product allows clients to borrow to carry up to $1,000 in collections or up to $3,000 in medical collections and still qualify for a mortgage product. Other lenders may require that that's all paid off before you can successfully close, so it will vary by lender. So you can settle debts and negotiate with the creditor directly on your own, or you can work with a debt settlement company to get these debts resolved and paid off. So if you try to negotiate on your own, it's important to refer back to your credit report and see that contact information for the creditor, so that way you'll know how to reach out to them. And in some cases, you are able to settle and negotiate something with the creditor for less than what the debt actually owed is. But just be careful about that, because not all creditors will allow you that option, and there may be tax implications for settling for less than the amount due. So definitely consult with a tax advisor before you decide to go down that route. If you choose to work with a debt settlement company, it's important to just be aware of scams and red flags or things to look out for so that you're not a victim. Some of the key things that you want to keep an eye out for are companies that request payment upfront. Federal rules ban debt assistance companies from collecting upfront fees before they actually deliver a service. And then companies that guarantee or make promises that sound too good to be true, you kind of want to stay away from that as well. And then lastly, just companies that promise you like money back guarantees, that they'll be able to give you that money back. Let's say that they want you to make a down payment and then they'll do a service for you and they'll give you that money back, or that they just make a lot of guarantees. Things that you do want to do is check the company's credentials. Make sure that they are certified company, that they're legitimate. And then just reading the fine print in any agreement that you have with them so that you kind of understand what it is that you're agreeing to. So understanding that agreement between you and the company, how much is it going to cost you, when fees are due, what the outcome will be, and make sure that you're okay with all of those things. So to find a reputable credit counseling agency, you can visit the National Foundation for Credit Counseling's website at www.nfcc.org, or by calling 1-800-388-2227 to talk to a certified financial counselor. So this is the way that I would recommend going, because you'll know that everyone that you're being referred to is certified and they're legitimate, so you don't have to worry so much about maybe being a victim of a scam, or knowing that the organizations that you're reaching out to have already been reviewed and verified. So just a quick recap, collections, charge-offs, and judgments, they're all derogatory debt, and they can have not only a negative impact on your credit score, but also your ability to be approved for a mortgage. Work with the creditors directly to negotiate and settle any of these debts, or if you choose to work with a debt settlement company, just be aware of scams and just be cautious of making sure that you're researching that company and that agency before working with them. And you can find a verified, credible agency through the National Foundation for Credit Counseling if you're worried about those things. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. And for more first-time homebuyer tips, visit our website at home.tchabitat.org.